Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew Santalski. I'm back with another UFC prediction video. This time, UFC 315, Muhammad versus Della Maddalena. This event goes down Saturday, May 10th, 2025. Prelims begin at 6 p.m. It's going down from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Right now, it's an 11-fight card, but I'm sure some more fights will be added by the time the event starts. Again, this is just shy of 60 days out, 2 months out. But the main card's already set. 2 championship fights. Just want to give him my prediction now. So first up, Bukauskas against Ian Kudalaba. Both these guys just recently fought, and they both finished their opponents. I'm going to side with Modestas here, but again, Kudalaba, he's showing off a nice wrestling game here in his last couple fights. He's fighting a lot smarter, showing some fight IQ. Derailed the hype train of Ibo Aslan. Modestas, he's looking real good in his second UFC tenure. So again, man, he's showing why he was a hyped prospect coming into the UFC. I'm going to side with Modestas here. He's going to need to stay off his back against Kudalaba, but again, this should be a great fight. It's great matchmaking. Navajo Stirling against Ivan Arslan. Arslan hasn't fought since he lost to Kudalaba back on the Paris event last September. Navajo Stirling coming off that win over Tuco Tokos. And he couldn't finish him, but he showed good cardio. I'm going to side with Stirling here. Just think he's probably the better all-around fighter. Jessica Andrade against Jasudavicius. I'm going to side with Jasmine here. She's on a 4-fight winning streak. You know, she's definitely a 125-pounder. 5'7", 68-inch reach. So she's going to have a huge size advantage over the more compact Andrade. Andrade definitely has the power and the better hands. And she's actually the younger fighter, but probably the way older fighter in fight years. She's 5'1", 62-inch reach. So again, she's at a huge size disadvantage almost against everybody in the division, but she's got serious power. But I'm going to side with Jasmine here. Mike Malott against Charles Radtke. UFC is trying to take it easy on Malott. Again, he lost to Magny a couple fights ago, and he's kind of getting a step down in competition against Radtke. I'm going to side with Malott, but Charles Radtke just coming off a knockout win over Semmelsberger, who's no longer with the promotion. But Radtke brings it. You know, his only loss in the UFC is to Carlos Prates. And we know how good Carlos Prates is, man. He's a top welterweight. Marc-Andre Barriault against Bruno Silva. Barriault on a 3-fight losing streak. Bruno Silva on a 4-fight losing streak. How can you trust either guy here, man? I mean, I think the UFC is trying to get Barriault a win here, but, man, you cannot trust him, man. I mean, whoever gets hit first might go down. I'm going to side with Barriault here, but, man, it's hard to trust either guy. Brad Katona against Bazat Almakhan. Okay, looking at Bazat, he's on a 1-fight losing streak. Lost to Umar Nurmagomedov. We know how good he is. But this guy's got a lot of finishes on his record. He's going up against Brad Katona. I'm going to side with Bazat here. Again, I just think he's probably the better fighter all around. Katona, I mean, he's on a 1-fight losing streak. Lost to Gene Matsumoto. No shame in that. But again, you know, it's just tough, man. The bantamweight division is stacked. I'm going to side with the relative newcomer here, in Bazat Almakhan. Up to the main card now. Jose Aldo against Elamane Zahabi. Again, Zahabi on a 5-fight winning streak. I mean, I thought this guy was of risk of getting cut from the UFC roster at some point, man. But this guy keeps winning. Wins over Pedro Munoz, Javid Basharat, Ireland, Ricky Tercios, and Drake Rodriguez or Draco Rodriguez. My God, I mean, this guy's he's really come a long way, man. So definitely props to him, man. He's been fighting smart, getting wins. Jose Aldo, man, kind of robbed of a win against Mario Batista in his last fight. Glad to see this guy back, man. He doesn't look like he's lost anything. And I think he's going to beat Zahabi here. I mean, Zahabi might try to out-volume him, but, man, Aldo is probably going to land the heavier shots. He's going to be marching him down. It's a 3-round fight. So, again, that should favor Aldo. I'm going to side with Jose Aldo here to pick up the win. Gilbert Burns against Michael Morales. I'm going to side with the veteran here in Gilbert Burns. Again, Morales is going to have a big reach advantage, but, man, he hasn't fought a guy like Gilbert Burns, has he? So Morella 17-0. He's due to lose. Again, this is a big step up in competition. Gilbert Burns, he's going to try to get this to the ground. Gilbert Burns is not dumb. He knows his strength. He's on a 3-fight losing skid, but look who he's lost to. Sean Brady, Jack Della Maddalena, Bilal Muhammad. Got to look at the competition here. I'm going to side with Gilbert Burns. Alexa Grasso against Natalia Silva. Alexa Grasso, she just can't stop takedowns, man. Horrible loss to Valentina Shevchenko in that title defense. She held on to that belt for a long time. That belt was in her possession for a long time, and she just kept rematching Valentina. Natalia Silva, she just keeps winning. 12-fight winning streak, 18-5 record, 28 years old. Nice wins over all these opponents. I'm going to side with Natalia Silva here to pick up the win. For the UFC Flyweight Championship, Women's Flyweight Championship, we got Valentina Shevchenko against Malott Fiort. And Fiort has looked really great, man. She's looked great since she came into the UFC. French kickboxer. I mean, just has looked really good, man. She's hard to take down. Wins over Erin Blanchfield, Rose Namajunas, Caitlin Seminara, or Chukagian, wins Jennifer Maia, Myro Bueno Silva, Tabitha Ricci, Victoria Leonardo. She's just looked really good, man. So that is something, and she's gone 5 rounds in some of these fights. She went 5 rounds against Erin Blanchfield, and she might have been one of the first ones to hand Blanchfield a loss, if I can remember. Yeah, that was Blanchfield's first loss in the UFC. And Blanchfield's coming off a win over Rose, who Fiort already beat. Valentina, she's coming off a win. She's coming off a win over Alexa Grasso. And she looked really good doing it. Probably won 4 or 5 out of those rounds. And, she really knows how to utilize her skill set, man. She knows how to wrestle. I think she's hungry. I mean, there's been some words exchanged between these girls. Shevchenko's 37, Fiort's 35. I could see Fiort winning this fight. Right now she is the favorite. And we're getting the champion as an underdog. So I got to lean the champion here, Valentina. As much as I would like to say and new for Manon Fiort, I think Valentina's going to come in here with a chip on her shoulder. Look to take her down. Just look to utilize her skills, man. Again, Fiort's gone 5 rounds, but Valentina has too many times. She's a veteran of this stuff. And I think this might be a close fight. But again, we're getting the champion at plus odds. So I'm gonna look towards Valentina here. Again, we'll see where this fight closes. I can definitely understand why people are taking Malott Fiort. I mean, she might very well become the new champion here. But as of right now, I'm gonna side with Valentina Shevchenko at plus money. Bilal Muhammad against Jack Della Maddalena. What happened to getting Bilal at plus odds, man? This guy is the king of cash and underdog bets, man. I mean, he cashed that bet against Leon Edwards. I mean, he was a plus 194. He was like plus 220 at one point, I think. And he made it look easy starting from the first round. So, I mean, this guy's been on a roll, man. He's defeated everybody put in front of him. His last loss was the Jeff Neal over 6 years ago, man. It's unbelievable, man. This guy is definitely a former or a future UFC Hall of Famer for sure. 10-fight winning streak, 72 entries, 5'11", age 36. And he's going up against Jack Della Maddalena. And whether he deserves the title shot or not, this guy's on a 17-fight win streak, 17-2, 28 years old. Seems like we were just watching him on the Contender Series not long ago, and here he is, beating everybody the UFC put in front of him. So, again, I'm excited to see what he can do here. And I'm going to side with him here, man, just because we're getting plus odds. Again, Bilal's talking. He's saying he's going to make it look easy, I believe. And believe me, we're not getting Bilal at those underdog odds now. Now it's Jack Della Maddalena at plus 180. You know, if this was Barriault at plus 180 for sure, I'd be all over Barriault picking him to win this fight. But again, we're getting the title challenger at plus 180. Again, Barriault's shown some great improvement in his striking, but Jack Della Maddalena has got some great hands himself, man. And he's had some time to rest, probably train. Again, it's going to be no easy feat. I don't know if he's gone 5 rounds before, but hey, you know what? We're getting this plus money. This juicy plus odds. So I'm going to side with Jack Della Maddalena here to become the new champion. So again, guys, my picks. Jack Della Maddalena, Valentina Shevchenko, Natalia Silva, Gilbert Burns, Jose Aldo, Almakhan, Marc-Andre Barriault, Mike Malott, Jasudavicius, Navajo Stirling, and Modestus Bukauskas.